Maskell with Glow TV, here with fan questions with our friend Armin van Buuren. Armin, how are you tonight?
Very good, thank you.
Well, we have a few questions for our listeners, our fans of Glow. The first one is, does being called #1 in the world, does that lift your spirits, or does that put a little bit of pressure on you too?
To be honest, it's a big honor, of course, but I do feel the pressure. You know, I'm just doing what I do what I love, and I'm really thankful for all the fans, for all the votes. But you know, for me, it's just about pleasing a crowd, and I think any DJ that rocks a club is a #1 at that moment. You know, so I'm trying not to think too much about it, but I won't hide the fact that I'm, of course, a little bit proud.
You've always said, never be a prisoner to your own style. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah, I think, you know, what's called trance now is different than what it was 5 years ago. We have different techniques of making the trance music, and it seems that everybody has a different definition of what trance is and what not. You know, this is progressive, this is electro. I don't think you should think in styles. Never be a prisoner of your own style. Just play good tunes, you know? Yeah. Look at the crowd, rock them. And of course my heart is with trance music in general, but I like to, you know, quickly experiment a little bit around, but my main sound is trance, but just because it is.
Is there a particular song that you've played that's truly had universal appeal among all the countries and cities that you played? Something that's always a smash hit that brings everybody together?
I hate to say my own tunes, of course, because in a lot of countries where I play, people know my tracks, so they sing along. A track like Unforgivable, you know, if I pull down the fader in the breakdown, the whole crowd goes, you know, so
that is one of the coolest feelings in the world.
It is, honestly it is, especially, you know, if you work on a track and you're not so sure about it, should I release it, and then you release it and so many people like it, it's the biggest compliment you can get.
Yeah, and how does that make you feel when everybody's singing along to your song?
Yeah, it's the best feeling that there is. I mean, of course it's not my song, it's a song, that's a song I've written with Jared and with Benno.
Yeah.
So, it's, you know, it's mutual, but it's great to be able to create something that wasn't there and that people love, and it's, people have to understand that I'm doing this, of course, it's great to be, get all the attention, but it's such an amazing feeling for people to send you emails or, hey man, you know, you changed my life because of your set, or hey, I had a really good night. That makes me feel so good because, you know, it means you made a difference in people's lives. That's fantastic.
That actually kind of reminds me of another question people ask, is that now that things like Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and YouTube have become really popular, how does that affect your career?
I don't know if it's really affected my career. I've always been very much on the internet. You know, I owe a lot of the success because of legal, illegal downloads, radio shows, Facebook, Twitter. It's very important for the fans to communicate, which I think is really cool. I don't go on there myself too much, although I'm an active Twitter. I have an active Twitter account, but I just don't have the time to be on Facebook, although I wish. But you know,
is that now one of the ways that people get in touch with you? Because you mentioned you get a lot of emails from people.
Yeah, well, through my radio show, I have an email, armin@stateoftrance.com, and I do try to read a lot of the emails myself and actually reply or read a couple of emails on the show. And it's great because it really shows you that people, you know, they want to have a say about a certain track, or they didn't like the show, or they didn't like this or that. So it's good to know what people want.
Yeah, and it's really nice because even though your DJ's made it all the way up to the top, you're still not afraid and not pretentious like some others. You're happy to talk to people, and that's something that a lot of the fans have remarked about.
The reason why I'm standing here is people like yourself and people holding the camera right now. It's because, you know, I'm here because of you, and I'm not here because I want to be here. I mean, of course I want to be here, but if there would be no crowd out there, then
they put you to the top, not you put you to the top.
So I just, you know, I can only bow very deep and say thank you, because it is the best job in the world, and I'm very, very excited.
That Glow is your home away from home. What makes DC so unique among all the other cities in the world?
I don't know, I just have a really strong connection with the crowd here. I've been coming here, like you said, a lot. People from Glow have treated me really well all the years. And, you know, I played Insomnia, I played Fur, Ibiza, everywhere. You know, even at Dream at one point. So we've switched around, and fans have always followed me here. For some reason, it's just a really educated, really honest crowd here. And if they really like what you do, you get the appreciation. And There's no bigger reward than that. And of course, in other cities I've had really good crowds too, but maybe I haven't been there so much, so frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Glow feels a little bit like, I like DC as well. I like DC as a city.
I saw Fur on the State of Trance the other night that you've got the English translation of your book coming out now.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about the book.
Well, the book's not written about me. It's not by me. It's about me. It's written by a guy called Oakenfold. He's a journalist, and I've known him for years. And he followed me around for 1 year, from DJ Mag voting #1 in 2007 to DJ Mag #1 voting in 2008. So he just followed me around, you know, on the tours, and you know, he was next to me in economy class seats at 24B. He was next to me when we were in a big limo. He was next to me when I was really tired.
The whole way along.
Yeah, it's been the whole way, and it gives you maybe a little bit of insight if you're interested in what I do, State of Trance, the work that goes in the radio show, production, DJ show, not only a tour and preparation. I mean, sometimes of course it looks like a guy is just playing CDs, but there's a lot more behind it, a lot more thought behind it.
A lot of it provides a little bit of insight into the world of those who don't know.
Yeah, if you're interested, then I think it's a good read.
Alright, well I think that should be all the questions. Just want to make sure I didn't skip over anything. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another brief interview of the amazing Armin van Buuren. This is Glow TV. I'm Markus Schulz. You're in Washington, D.C.